All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? We got a few decent movers here. Some action. Let's do a mic check. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? All right. Sounds good. All right, guys. So, looking at these charts here, first one I'm really keeping an eye on is HJLI. HJLI. Gapping up from 114 to 135. Honestly, it's a pretty small gap up at this point relative to some of these other ones, but the gap up on HJLI is pretty small at this point. It's only up to 135 now, which is, it's not bad percentage-wise, but regarding the entire move, it's now a pretty small gap. It's effectively filled some of this gap already. Went as high as 297, but like I said, it's back down to 135, so it just doesn't look as strong now. Let me move this a little bit here. There we go. Snap. Yeah, we can check out Snap. We also have BLIN. And let's look some news up really quick. We'll look some news up on these. Not really seeing anything for HJLI. HJLI not seeing any type of catalyst here. Same thing with BLIN. I'm not seeing much of a catalyst for BLIN either. We have MX here. MX gapping up nicely from 880s to 1070s. That's a decent percentage move. And we can look up MX here as well. They raised their second quarter guidance, is what this seems like. The company raised its second quarter sales guidance above the analyst estimates. They also said revenue in the second quarter is expected to be at least $194 million, and gross profit margin is expected to be at least 21%. Previous guidance of revenues was in the range of 173 to 181 million, and gross profit was in the range of 16 to 18% for MX here. Looks like a smaller float stock, honestly. Let me know if anybody can see the float on this one, but like I said, the float looks to be pretty small for MX at least. We also have here, let's see what else we get. CBAY, CBAT, or CBAY, moving up some. NEPT, big mover from yesterday, is moving some. NEPT gapping up from 460s to 490s for NEPT. We could look up the news for this one as well. All right, so it sounds like this was a partnership for NEPT. It said that Neptune, which is NEPT, they partnered with Green Organic Dutchman for cannabis processing. So yeah, 3-year extraction deal with a cannabis company for NEPT, and that's making it run. Definitely going to keep an eye on that one today. We also have here XON. XON looks okay. MAT looks all right. We can look up Mattel here. MAT looks okay. We also have SAEX here. SAEX. They highlighted completion of shallow water ocean bottom marine seismic project. So they highlighted completion of a project that they had. We also have TLRA. PTNR. We got BYND here. BYND gapping up some. AXGT gapping up some here. The company reported fourth quarter EPS from last year for AXGT. NVTR gapping up some. AU here. AU is up. PETX. They were granted FDA approval for their Nocita 10 milliliter vial for PETX. Mattel rejected another merger bid from MGA Entertainment. MGA Entertainment basically put out another bid for a merger with Mattel, MAT, and Mattel rejected that. And so Mattel's showing decent move because of it. Tesla, we also got Tesla here. After its annual shareholder meeting for Tesla, it is up roughly 3.5% for Tesla. But the reason, like I said, is because it had its annual shareholder meeting for Tesla here. Let me know if you guys see anything else. TXMD, I got you. TXMD had a pretty big red day. Jim Cramer also shared his thoughts on TXMD. He said he likes Yeti Holding, YETI, very much, believes the stock is undervalued, and he sees it as a long-term hold for Yeti, YETI. He said for TXMD, he would cut losses and sell for TXMD. CGC is the only stock in the cannabis sector that Cramer recommends. And honestly, I kind of agree with Cramer, believe it or not. I know, it's Cramer, but I kind of believe, I kind of agree with him. Not necessarily believe, but more so agree with him here. I think that CGC, in the whole cannabis sector, CGC is most likely the alpha stock. If you look at all the other ones, CGC looks the strongest, and it's held its gains the best. And so in the cannabis sector, I do like CGC as well. I think that's probably the main one. If I was going to invest in cannabis long term, and not, I would probably actually buy penny stocks. I think that's probably the more reasonable approach to investing in cannabis, because I think there's a lot to be made in the penny stock cannabis world. But if I was going to invest in one of these higher cap cannabis plays, it would probably be CGC. It just held its gains better than most. And then on the gapping down list here, we have PLAY here, which is Dave & Buster's, I believe. Yeah, so Dave & Buster's gapping down significantly here. Price target was cut. Alright, so Dave & Buster's cuts the full year guidance, and mostly because first quarter results missed the analysts' estimates. So worse than expected first quarter results for PLAY, and it is gapping down to show it here. A lot of people have also been talking about CTRV. This one ran yesterday, kind of faded back down, so we'll see where that one goes as well. But yeah, in the penny stock world, we got BLIN, we got MX, AXGT. A lot of these are low flow. We got Mattel, MAT. I'll definitely watch that one. NEPT looks good as well. So we got some options here in the small cap world. MDSO, big gap down for MDSO here. Alright, so MDSO confirmed a $5.8 billion takeover from France's Dassault Systems. So yeah, Dassault Systems is going to acquire MDSO for $92.25 a share. And so it's a buyout basically. And that's why you see it with this narrow range. Whenever you see a stock gapping up in pre-market, and it's in a very narrow range like this, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, it's a buyout acquisition. And so that's what you look for. If you see a very narrow range in pre-market, it's usually a buyout or an acquisition, and that's what MDSO is as well. All right, guys. So let's see what else we get. What's up, Cargo? You still in that BMMJ life, huh? You still in that BMMJ life? What's up, Crease, Operation, Pat, Rich, Bry, Huguetes, My Cargo? What's up, man? Shirley. Jeff, what's up, man? AMD's gapping down some as well, and the overall market is down a little bit too. I had a really nice run yesterday. Oh, actually, no, it had a terrible run yesterday. Red day yesterday, red day the day before, but I mean, it's not really. I mean, like I said, it's pretty close to the lifetime highs, and so the market's not really looking that bad here. You know, it's actually pretty close to the lifetime highs. It's at 288 right now, which isn't too bad. The lifetime highs on the overall market is at 295, so we're roughly, you know, we're roughly $6 away from lifetime highs here, and so we're not doing too shabby with the overall market. We'll see what we get with it today. Again, you know, yesterday had another green day. I think that's like my 14th green day in a row. You can see what I'm at in my account now. I'm about $170 in profits right now in my account. So I will take that. Hey, appreciate the sub, Jameson. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks, Gary, as well. Wing, TJ. Appreciate those subscribes. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every weekday. We day trade live, so hit that sub button if you haven't. What's up, Mitch? We got Mitch here. You guys can see I'm about to upload my results from the last 2 days to trader view here. What are we at? We're at the 12th. So I get the 10th through the 12th here. We'll do June 2. So I'm going to upload my results from the last few days to look at my graph here to see what my graph's looking like. I don't think it's that bad. I think my graph looks pretty good.
Good morning, good morning.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's up, bro? Yeah, let me get you set up. What's up, guys? We got Mitch here. Appreciate the sub. Jeremy, welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub. Shout out to Jeremy for hitting that subscribe button. Thanks, brother.
What's up, everybody?
We got Mitch here. Hey, let me put my headphones in so there's no echo. Hold on. There we go. All right. Let me see. I think I'm on a 14-day green streak. Let me see. I think it's 14 days. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was wrong. I was wrong, guys. It's only a 13-day green streak. I lied. Here's my chart. This is what I'm looking at. This is my chart. It's a 13-day green streak, so I was wrong. But it's not a bad chart. You know? Huh?
Skipped one of those fingers.
Yeah, man. I couldn't remember in my account.
No stress, man. No stress.
Not bad here.
It doesn't really make a difference.
I'm at 62.5% in accuracy wise. Max consecutive wins is 14. That's pretty impressive. I'm happy with that. Profit factor is 2.02. That could go up a little bit more. Average hold time. I really like this one. Average hold time for a winning trade is 27 minutes. And average hold time for a losing trade is 19 minutes. So I like that. Average losing trade is 32.24. Average winning trade is 37.56. So my risk and reward can be a little bit better with what I actually gain. But not bad. Not a bad stat there. Mondays are roughly break even. Tuesdays are really good. Wednesdays are slightly red. Thursdays are green. Fridays are green on average. So not bad. What's up, Felix? What's up, AZ? John Hood. Y'all play Fortnite? No, I don't. Sorry, man. I'm old, bro. I'm old, man. And I just never got into the whole Fortnite thing. My daughter likes Fortnite. She's 9. But I never got into Fortnite thing, man. Only games I play Halo. I play a little bit of Call of Duty. And I play EA UFC 3 on Xbox. I play Overwatch. I play some Overwatch. I do play Overwatch.
Did you hear about that news? It's not really console, but platform, online console, pretty much from Google.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, the Google. What's it called? I did hear about that. It's a new console. Honestly,
yeah, pretty.
With the E3 out, they've got a new Xbox coming out. It's called Project Scarlet. I was kind of bummed out because like I'm a big Halo fan. You know, like I've been playing Halo since 2001, and so since I was like 13.
I don't know how long Xbox and PS4 are gonna hold their market share.
Xbox and PS4. I mean, they don't have to worry about anything. The biggest one that has to fear is Nintendo.
I don't know, man. I think the generation and the computing pattern that we have, we're not gonna need consoles. Who wants to buy a $300 console if you could just download every game and play them through the internet?
Right, but what's going to end up happening though is that they're going to have consoles just for the hard drive. It's just like another computer, right? And think about it like this. Some people are always going to want a console just to play games, right? And that's essentially what a console is. That's why GameStop is going out of business. You know, I wish I could go back 6 months and short GameStop because GameStop's going out of business. The reason why is because you don't need a physical copy of a video game anymore. You don't need a physical copy. You could just download it to your Xbox. And so you don't have a reason to actually go to GameStop. And so that's the
What if
reason
you don't have
GameStop
to
is failing.
download it?
Well, you're
What if
gonna
you
have to
don't
download
have
it.
to download?
You're gonna have to download it on your computer, even if or your phone. So you're always gonna have to download it. Um,
Not necessarily. We're getting to that point where the computing power, um, through the through the cloud,
can run it
you can
web
just
based,
have
cloud based.
completely web based, one
Yeah,
hundred percent.
I mean, I agree with that to a certain extent. But what I was going to say, though, is that there's always going to be certain people that don't want a computer. There's going to be certain people that don't want to pay, over $1,000 for like a nice desktop to be able to run, high energy games. And there's always going to be people that just want to play games that don't need the actual computer. And so for that reason, there's always going to be consoles, I think. But I think that,
I think we were talking bad about GameStop all the way back in February.
yeah, man,
In Jan-
GameStop, it's an obsolete business model, man.
Yeah, we both knew that from the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to
Right.
have a store selling video games anymore.
Oh, 100%. It's going down for sure. And I
It's
would
like
short it.
like having a DVD store.
Right, exactly. A CD store. You
Why
know what I
would you
mean?
have one?
Like I grew up when there still was CD stores, and like I watched the decline of CD stores. Same thing with, and I hate to say this, and I really do. And listen, I sell used books on Amazon, so like I have an Amazon physical book business, and so if I'm biased in any direction, it's pro physical books. But I think Barnes and Noble, I think Books a Million, they're going out of business too. Let's just be real. They're going. They're probably done. You know. And I think any brick and mortar style of store is going to start to go out of business depending on what it is,
Uh,
especially in the tech space.
I'm actually working on an article about brick and mortar right now.
Yeah, man.
Just to give a little of a kind of a teaser. Some of the ones I have included on here are Gap, uh, Urban Outfitters. We also got Macy's on the long term,
Yeah, man.
and
I mean,
American Eagle,
honestly,
and also Abercrombie.
yeah, Abercrombie for sure. American Eagle, I kind of respect their fight. I kind of respect American Eagle's fight. The reason why is because when I was like a teenager, right? When I was like 20 years old, that's when like American Eagle was booming. Everybody was buying American Eagle. It was like the style. They had Abercrombie up there playing techno and stuff. And so like that's what I grew up in, right? Is the kind of the preppy style of dress with like American Eagle and Abercrombie and all that nonsense, right? And I thought American Eagle would fail, but they're still kicking it, man, and people are still wearing it. And so, I kind of respect American Eagle's fight. Abercrombie, I mean, I think they're doomed. I don't care what anybody says about Abercrombie. I think they're going down. Or what else?
Here, I'll give you a little insight on my top pick. Check out Office Depot. You can pretty much kiss it goodbye.
Yeah.
Reason being, our lovely stock Amazon.
Yep. And see, Kevin says, I have a Kindle. Here, go ahead. My bad.
Office supplies is becoming obsolete. You can either get them at Walmart or you're gonna order it on Amazon.
Order it in bulk. That's what I do. Like for my Amazon business, kind of how it started off. Like I would start my Amazon business, and originally I would go buy from Walmart. I would never buy from Office Depot because they are just ridiculously overpriced. Nobody's gonna go to Office Depot and buy a computer when they can go to Walmart, huh?
Yeah, they need to make up their margins
Right.
for the amount that they have to battle just to get one customer.
Right. And I mean, I tried Office Depot, but I went to Walmart. But then after a while, even Walmart was too overpriced, like with my Amazon business. And so what I would do is, And what I still do is I buy it in bulk. You know, like bubble wrap, 9 by 12 bubble wrapped envelopes, self sealing bubble wrapped envelopes. At Office Depot, they're selling them for like $3 a piece. You know, I can get them for 30 cents a piece on Amazon. Buying, 300 at a time, I can get them for 30 cents a piece. And so it just, business wise, margin wise, it makes no sense to go to Office Depot. And I don't know why anybody would, unless they need something like on the go.
I think the average consumer has figured this out, and it's time to see the demise of Office Depot.
Yep.
For that saying, you can look for like Office Max. It's the old one.
Yep.
It's already faded. But I got
Yeah.
a couple more on there. I'm gonna be coming out with a great article on brick and mortar shorts for 2019.
Nah, dispensaries are always going to be there, bro. The reason the dispensaries are going to be there is because people are impatient when it comes to that. Listen, as a former smoker, I know, man. Like I know, like when I wanted to smoke, I wanted to smoke, and I didn't want to
It's,
wait 2 hours to
there's
do it.
different there's different kind of business strategies in the marijuana business. Online can work, of course,
Right.
delivery systems, but what I think really uh, does well in the pot industry is always customer service. It's kind of like going to a hotel. You want to walk in, you want them to tell you about their amenities, you want them to smile, and you want them to guide you in the right direction
Right. It's an
and
experience.
on out. Yep.
Right. And that's
But there's always the over experience.
right.
And so I think what happens in the pot industry is people notice that right now there's a problem with scaling up. If you scale up too big, you get too big of a location, you're going to run into problems. You have to start focusing more on your margins and less on customer service. So the smaller pot shops, the smaller companies have been more profitable at this moment. Reason being, it's just hard to scale right now. And
Right.
that's what all pot companies are running into. They can do very well on a small scale. They're just trying to get those projected growth to match not only demand that's needed, but the supply that's needed.
Yeah, and that kind of makes sense if you think about it. And I think that eventually, and we might already have that already, but eventually in the cannabis sector, there's going to be like name brands that pop up and they start and like franchises that,
Yeah.
if it gets too big, a franchise will
Coca
buy it
Cola.
out. Right.
Think it when Coca Cola, Pepsi start
Walmart.
taking exactly. Once
Yeah.
you see those big companies take the market share, that's when you're gonna really start seeing those other smaller stocks kind of kick off.
Right.
But it's definitely an industry that is just beginning, really. When you think about it over time, um, it's an asset class that just started.
Yep. All right, guys, let's get ready. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's do this. All right, so. So a lot of these aren't tradable, but AXGT is tradable for us on TEFs. AXGT. We also have MAP. So just talking about ones we can specifically trade. We got MAP here. We got AU we can trade. We got BYND. XON we can trade. So a lot of these are tradable actually. FTCH is tradable. So yeah, we got some options for sure.
Definitely going to keep an eye on the semiconductors. Yesterday we got a little bit of a flush in the SPY. Didn't take long, but definitely had a little bit of a flush, and it came back and kind of held, making an absolute amazing trade on Square.
And that man, that was a killer one, man.
Yeah, I kept calling Square out. I couldn't resist after keep watching it reject VWAP, 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 reject VWAP. I was like, all right, I
Gotta
can't
take
miss
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the signal was like 6, 7 times. I was like, all right, come on.
Somebody's asking how can we tell if a stock is tradable. What we do is you go to the trade manager here and you can just type in the symbol. Like if I type in AMD, it has a Y right here under is tradable. If I type in CGC, but if I type in like what's a one that's not tradable, FBIO, it has an N, and so that means it's not tradable. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let's do this. Like I said, go check out our public Discord. Our goal for this is creating a free day trading chat room. And so if you want to check out our public Discord, be a part of our free day trading chat room. Like what Mitch and I try to do here is we just try to give everybody a cheap option, a free option really is what it is. And so we just try to give everybody a free option here. And so if you want to check out our public Discord, there's the link. And let's do this, guys.
Right. Definitely gonna keep watching ARRY. Starting to get a little bit down day on that. And if you look at the SPY, I'm gonna let you know, guys, the key price point today is gonna be that 288.88. And reason why is yesterday's 15-minute chart will tell a tale. If you look at yesterday's 15-minute chart and you look all the way back into February's run, you'll start seeing that we had 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs, and came all the way back to support. We saw it crack down. It held for a short amount of time, then bounced above that 288.88. Once we cracked below there again at 23:30 in the middle of the night, we've now been holding below that level. So watch how that level works and see if the SPY can get above that or if it's going to hit resistance and start heading down towards that 287.37. That's going to be my SPY watch for today.
All right, guys, we got 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Let's do this. Let me fix this a little bit here. But honestly, I'm not. I got a pretty setup over here at my mother-in-law's. It's pretty decent. Internet's working okay. Stream's running. All right, guys, we got 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Let's do this. I'm so confused about what Patrick just put in there. All right, there's the bell. All right, guys, so let's see what we get. All right, AMD spiking up some here. AMD making a move. Let me start my recorder here. BLIN spiking up there. BLIN. Went all the way up to exactly $4. And people say technical analysis doesn't work. Look at this thing go exactly up to the whole $1.04 and then rejects. SPY pushed up originally, got up to 289s. Now it's back down to 288s. AMD quick pullback down here, and it might be a moving average crossover is what we might see here.
Flush. AMRN.
Yep.
Not getting a chance to get in there. I'll keep an eye on it.
I think AMD is going to break lows here and start to really flush, is what it looks like. Alright, BLIN spiking back up to the whole $1.04, exactly up to that very cent level again. Interesting. SPY's breaking lows here, so SPY's looking really weak.
Mm-hmm. What did it do? Rejected those 88s.
Yeah.
Rejected the hold above that. That was very important. All right, gonna be looking for.
Let's see, we got BYND. BYND spiking up here, looks good. Let's see, come on. AMD is pretty choppy. I thought it would wash out around those lows, but it's put in 3 big long wicks at the bottom. And so who knows what we're going to get here. The SPY's looking weak though, but the semiconductor microchip sector is bouncing back up. I mean, it's choppy still, but I honestly am surprised to see this rebound here. It was right around the lows and it looked weak, but it looks very tough to trade, so probably the right move, not getting into it. There goes the SPY breaking lows, continuing to make these moves here. There goes the semiconductor stocks up. We got SQ. We got Roku here. SPY broke lows. It's down to 288.50s.
I don't think the market liked my boy Trump talking bad yesterday. Giving China ultimatums. See what happens.
Yeah, I think that could be taken either way. It could be good, it could be bad. It just depends on how the market views it. I'm more inclined to see the market run up on that, actually, but who knows. There goes the SPY breaking lows.
Guess I'm a bear. In my eyes, you don't tempt a dragon. You don't say
man.
that you're gonna give him more tariffs, and it kind of helped the market.
Yeah, for sure. I could kind of see it that way as well. Like I said,
keep playing with the market. The market's gonna play you.
Yep. Right now it's just sideways too. Like not the SPY, but like Roku, BLIN. A lot of what I'm looking at is sideways. Any news affecting the SPY? Aside from the tariffs news that Mitch was talking about, I think that's it. SPY looking weak though. I mean, see if the SPY maintains under the VWAP, but mostly what I'm seeing right now is mostly chop. See if I
think it's just opening. You know, just trying to figure out the direction.
Man, I'm used to having more charts than this. That's the only thing. SQ. CGC? Yeah, CGC. I like CGC. Just to show you guys what I see here. I'm going to slowly start to scale in this one. With CGC. I'm in with 200 shares. Going to look to add a little bit more if it can get up to 03 here. And then set a risk level of about 20 or so. I don't mind adding some size back, but I do like CGC here. If we get that bid a little bit higher so I can get a little bit better uh, target or average here. That bid stayed at 41.90. Let's see what we get. We're at 90s here. Got some room though, for sure. Just need, what's my average? My average is 90. Okay, so not too bad, but want a little bit better.
Everything's looking weak.
I mean, we got a big reward target here. The only problem, maybe he jumped in a little bit too early, but reward target down to 67 looks good for CGC here. Like down here is what I'm kind of looking at right here. We'll see though. All right, there's 87s. Didn't quite get in the sizing I want, but I'll let these shares go here. And like I said, I don't mind adding to it if it continues to move up. Squeeze up here. Market's really rebounding here though.
It still hasn't cleared that level.
We're at 88s, 87s. Like I said, I could get down to 67. I'm just gonna hold these. Only 200 shares. Jumped in a little bit early, kind of the same type of move I did yesterday. Got in a little bit early, looking to scale into this one if it moves. Spreads evening out a little bit though. AMD, look at that VWAP bounce on AMD, man. That thing was beautiful. Perfect VWAP bounce there.
All right. Finally just broke that level. Let's see if it holds that level on the spot. LK came back to that VWAP there. You had the potential to play it there, 80s off of 90s. Just not my trade today.
There's 82s. We'll see if the spread can get a little bit better for CGC here. I like it, but it's still got a ways to go. We're down to 80 here. Want to see a little bit more though. Still a little early. There's 77s, 73s. All right, I'm gonna take half off there. Still only got 100 left. That's right around that 67 risk level that I gave myself. The next step is to see if it gets down to the 50s. Is ideally what we want to see here. Yeah, if we can get a breakdown to the 50s, that would be the ideal scenario with this one. Really nice breakdown thus far, though. Let's see if it bounces here. Like I said, I could potentially add back to it if it pulls back. VWAP's a little bit too high for that, though, so we'll see.
Go.
There's 69s again. We'll see if we can flush this down here. See if we get that break. It's at 65 and 70 on the bid and ask. I want to see that 70 level hold and then just flush down here. 69s, not bad. 67s. So we get down to 50s is the goal here. Liking it though. 64s, 62s. I'm gonna go ahead and take 50 off here. Alright, just holding 50 left. Already scaled out of most of this one. Yeah, nice little early fade for CGC.
All right. Going to see if I can get a bounce up to get filled here in ARRY. Taking a look at that.
Big squeeze here, unfortunate for CGC. I'm going to go ahead and jump out the rest here. I'll give it a little bit of time to get rejected, but big squeeze up. At the very least, built up some profits here. Ooh. Good thing I scaled out of this all the way, but man, gnarly squeeze.
Yeah, it was the SPY squeezing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm out. Got a $32 gain. It could have been more, but that squeeze was kind of gnarly on it. At least I built up some profits at the very least, and I could have added back my sizing here. Don't necessarily mind it, but look at that squeeze. This is why I get out of it. Once I see that volume really start to come in that much, this is the, you know, if I was still holding shares, this would be the worst case scenario. I mean, this thing just squeezed up 30 cents in 10 seconds. And so glad I got out, still maintained it. That's why you take profits along the way like that. And not a bad little $32, $33 gain after even holding it through this squeeze. Not a bad little gain. Just a quick squeeze up. So glad I got out of it. Was up roughly 45 bucks, so missed out on about $15 in gains. But this is the squeeze I was worried about. Look at that move. So happy with it for sure, but same type of trade I took yesterday. All right, what else we got right now, man? We got cannabis sector rebounding, SPY squeezing up. Oh, you win something, Mitch? You said?
Nope. No. I'm trying to get in here, but all gonna depend on the bounce.
Look at XON, looking pretty strong here. XON. If XON pulls back to the VWAP, might be a nice little bounce move. AMD looked pretty strong too. Yeah, AMD's been bouncing off the VWAP pretty nicely today. SPY quick pullback here.
There you go.
Looks like we got a red to green move on MAT, M-A-T. M-A-T is just now breaking highs here on MAT, M-A-T. Red to green move. Looks pretty good. SPY is pulling back some here. But there's the red to green move kind of happening on this gapper. There's 1160 for MAT, 65. So yeah, there's the red to green move. It was a little bit late, but I called it out before it happened. So hopefully somebody can take advantage of that on MAT. There's the squeeze up to 66 now. Trying to get up to 70s, 75 maybe. 68s, 70s. Yeah, there's the big squeeze for the red to green move. And like I said, I think if I'm trading penny stocks and if I'm looking to trade momentum, the red to green move is one of the best. That is one of the more likely higher accuracy setups.
I like MU.
Nice, Lewis. Hey, killing it, man. Nice work. MU. Yeah, look at MU setting up for the fade. I like that one too, with like a risk of like 88, so 10-cent risk. Yeah, there goes MAT though, and MAT is tradable for us. It's up to 1170s, 1180s. Which one, John? Which move? Oh yeah, Mitch, did you get the message I texted you yesterday? Did you see it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Missed that trade in MU. Such a nice setup. Just couldn't get the 80s there by the time I clicked on it. Definitely annoyed. Easy, easy trade there.
On
Easy.
MU?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Easy trade there. Annoyed.
don't stress it. There'll be other moves. It's still early. It's just.
Yeah, I was just stuck watching two moves.
So the.
Nah, I didn't get into any of them.
Maybe PLAY was a nice fade too. Yeah, I'm just now seeing that, Justin. It looked pretty good. PLAY, nice little fade there. So what a red to green move is, John, is a red to green move is when you see the stock originally kind of drop at the open. So you see how the stock went red here. It dropped originally at the open. If we're looking at MAT, it dropped originally, right? It was a gapper stock, but it dropped originally at the open. And a red to green move means it dropped and then it pushes up and it breaks this high. So it means it drops down originally at the open and then it pushes up. And the big level to watch for these is this previous high of the day. So like, right, you see this previous high of the day right here, right around here. And if you look back where the volume spike happened right here when it broke that previous high of the day. So right there, you can see the volume come up here, right here. And you see that's when the volume spike happened. And so that's what you look for with the red to green move. You look for initial drop at the open. You start to see this volume come in a little bit more. And then when it finally breaks that high of the day, lots of traders are jumping in. Whenever you trade these, though, one suggestion is don't marry the stock. Make it a quick scalp is what I would do with these type of plays.
I'm not gonna lie, kicking myself today. Just missed 3 trades. Didn't take ARRY, had the order out, canceled that to look at MU, to not take MU, then to miss MRVL also.
One thing I've learned, brother, is that there's always going to be other ones, man. You'll see some more. The fades will be, you'll see some more fades for sure.
Just clean as it gets. 3 straight wins there.
Maybe
ARRY was the one that I'm really kicking myself. I called that one, had the order out there sitting for like 5 minutes. As soon as it pops up is when I take the order out and I look at MU.
What I would look at is I would look at possible VWAP bounces. And this is really what I'm going to look at with some of these. I'm going to look for VWAP bounces and XON. And I'm going to look for VWAP bounces and MAT. XON and MAT. Those look good for VWAP bounces. And so I think especially MAT has a really tight risk level of like 50. And so pretty tight risk. You might even be able to do like 45 for MAT for a risk level. And then you got 45 as risk. And then you enter it at like 55. And then your reward target's 75. So you got 2 to 1 with easy numbers. That's kind of what I'm looking at now. Also, maybe PLAY if it pulls back to the VWAP at 74. Might be interesting. And you might actually get another entry for the fade on MU. I mean, it might get back to the VWAP at 78. And now you just got more resistance above it. You could still maintain that 88 risk is what I like for it. But while we got a break here, if anybody is interested in checking out TradeNet, one of the cool things about TradeNet is that they have their 5 day, they have their TradeNet challenge. And in this challenge, you have 5 trading days. I'll preface it with it's completely free to enter this challenge. If you enter the 5 day demo challenge and the TradeNet challenge, it's completely free to enter. It doesn't cost anything. And basically, the way it works is you have 5 trading days to make $500 in net profits. They'll give you a free demo account for 5 days. So, at the very least, like I said, it's free to enter. But at the very least, you're getting yourself a free demo account to trade with for 5 trading days. And if you can make $500 in net profits while following the rest of their rules, you win a free intro account. And so you really have nothing to lose. You can potentially win a free TradeNet package. It's free to enter, and at the very least, at least you're getting a demo account to learn their platform for 5 days. And so if you want to take advantage of that, like I said, it's completely free to enter. I'll post that link here as well. And yeah, you can go check it out. Like I said, worst case scenario is you get a free paper account for a week. It's not that bad. Here's the link. I'll check, and you can check that out. There goes MU. I mean, it's back up to the VWAP, but it looks a little squeeze-ish. No. Yeah, MAT
Started
breaking
there.
highs.
Started there in QCOM.
Yeah, I'll throw you up since I'm probably done for here.
Put my wrist line so you guys can see. I want to see this crack 90s. It's like hit an ad. Cracking 90s. Bounce back to 90s.
SPY looking weak too. I'm still thinking about PLAY. If PLAY can climb back to 4170, I could still use that 42. Use that 42.05 as my risk, so my risk's about 35 cents. I could take pretty small size.
I might get stopped out here. Yeah, stopped out. It's just one of those days.
Yeah, they happen, brother. Don't stress it.
Yeah, it would be up about $600 in ARRY. Would be up about 200 in MU. Would have been up in MRVL, but then 3 hesitations, take QCOM, get stopped out for the day. That's how it goes.
It happens, man. You're still green on the week, you know.
Yeah, just horrible trading today.
I'm still looking at PLAY, see if it can squeeze up to that 68 level is what I'm looking at. I could still use that 42.05 risk. The big thing is what sizing do I want to take. I could take, my risk would be about 35 cents. My reward would be about $1 though. And so good risk reward is just about where how many shares do I want to take? I'm leaning more towards like roughly like 50 shares. I've already have a green on my account. If I take 50 shares, then I'll still be green after this trade, and I'll still be up a little bit after this trade. So that's kind of what I'm looking at risk reward wise for a PLAY, Dave and Buster's. We also have a lot of resistance above it here, but I don't know if it'll be super relevant. I like 42.05 as my risk. That looks reasonable. Alright, so we'll see if we get that for PLAY. I don't know if it's going to actually give me that entry here, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for. We'll see if it actually gets up there, but if not, no stress either way. Maybe it's fading a little bit early. One thing, fades, I've been getting in fades a little bit early and they've been working out. But I don't want to get into the habit of doing that all the time. I think that'll backfire on me. Oh man, there goes PLAY, and I guess I could have started to scale in, but it's all right. I'm not gonna force that overall. Missed that one too, but unfortunate. What's the SPY doing here? SPY is just kind of sideways and choppy. It's just up, down, up, down. We could still have MAT, and I'll still look for a bounce play for this one. Like if I get in at 60, I could still use that 45 as my risk. It's just a little bit worse risk reward now, so risk would have to probably be at now 50 if I wanted it to be reasonable. So my risk would have to be right here at around 50. And so my risk would be about 11 cents and my reward would be from 61 up to 88. So about 37 cents, or 27 cents, sorry. Some 61 up to, 27 cents up to 88. And so 11 cent risk, 28 cent reward, or 27 cent reward, so not too shabby there. Risk reward wise, it's just about if I think the volume will sustain itself here. It's back down to 70. Yeah, I mean the fade to get in with play was the first one. Like this fade was the best one right here. Why is my arrow sideways? I don't want it sideways. I want it. There we go. This is the fade to get into. This first fade was picture perfect. Look at that. It went exactly up to the VWAP and everything. And then these are the type of fades where you can use this low. You know, I've made videos about it, but with these type of fades, you can use the low of this opening range right here as your risk. And so think about it. You get in right there at 04. Your risk is 34. Your risk is 30 cents. And then from 04 down to, 30 would be like 75 cents. So your risk is 35. Your reward is 75. So better than 2 to 1, a little bit better than 2 to 1. And that's my favorite type of risk plays where that low of that opening range right here, I could use as my risk. And it works extremely well right here. All right, we could also look at MAT for that for the bounce play, the VWAP bounce. Look at XON. Yeah, XON looks okay. Now we can look at AMD with bouncing up, CGC. Yeah, look at that squeeze up for CGC. So nice little initial fade, but a quick bounce there. Wait, I'm muted. It's down. All right, so I'm looking at MAT here. Like I said, I could get in at 61, and then again use that $0.50 as my risk level. So my risk would be at about 11 cents, and it doesn't look terrible there. Really, the reward's nice up there at 11.90s, and so I could probably take some at 11.80 just to be safe. But my risk would be about 10 to 15 cents. So I don't mind taking like 100 shares here if we can get MAT to get down there to the 60s for me to jump in. We'll see. It's down to 68. Give it some time here. What's the SPA doing? Yeah, we're down to 69s. We'll see. Look at that wash and play.
All right, started there again. QCOM.
Yeah, I'll throw you up.
see the spike and break the support 288.53.
I'm looking at MAT here. Alright, I'm in with 100 shares on MAT here. Very small risk. Gonna just look for it to push up here. Very tight risk.
Best trade you would have definitely been staying with that ARRY. I had a good possible entry at 29.05. That faded 35 cents. Wouldn't have been a bad trade at all.
Which one?
ARRY. I really like that one.
Yeah, that one looks good for QCOM.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're getting a drop on Mattel here, and like I said, I'll give it some time. I'm just going to stick to my original risk here. Very small size, and I'm just going to give it that chance to work for me here, since I've already built up some profits on the day, and so no matter what, it's not going to be a losing day. And so we'll see what we get here.
Come on, wash out spot. Is that the support here, guys?
Yeah, that looks good.
All right, guys. Gonna pair ourselves a little bit here. All right. Paid ourselves a little bit there. Looking for a bounce to add into.
Not a bad little comeback for you.
Yeah. Not too happy with my trading today. If I would have been on point, wouldn't even need to take this trade.
I missed a few too.
Yeah, I really don't like it when I have my order out, plan set, don't take trade.
It happens to the best of us, I think. I know I miss a few. It's just the ones that really get me are the ones that really get me are the ones where I make an error. They're usually the tough ones.
Yeah, to me, it's always been have a plan, set a plan, take the plan. If you don't do that last part, you might as well not even do the first two.
Right.
You're just going to cause emotional. Don't plan out a trade that you're not going to take. It just creates FOMO.
Right.
I've just seen it time in, time out.
Oh, it absolutely does, man. I've been hit with it too. I appreciate that straight up. He said like your live feed, keeping it real. Yeah, I mean that's all Mitch and I do. You know, we
Yeah, I
just try
try
to
to
be honest
keep
with
it
people.
real. You guys will hear my emotion from time to time, and that's the real part of trading.
Right.
You know, I care about this.
Right. I mean, that's what it's one of those things where it's like the whole trading world is just filled with nonsense. You know, and I hate to say it, I know a lot of people here probably follow some of these nonsense people, and a lot of maybe some of you have even paid for their courses, you know. But I'll say it again, 90% of it is nonsense. It's all fake. You know, it's hey, look how much money I made. Look at my $5,000 to $10,000 gain. You know, but they don't show you their losses. They'll show you their wins. They'll never show you their losses. And so they give new traders an unrealistic expectation of how things really go in trading. Just an unrealistic expectation. New traders think that they can just jump in, pay for a guru's course, and then just be making thousands in a week. And like that's nonsense. You know, for most people, Mitch talked about it yesterday. For most people, it's going to take at the very least 6 months. You know, most of the time it's going to take a year or more to actually be good at trading and to actually be able to make a profit. If you're expecting to just jump in and immediately pay your mortgage next month with your trading profits, you know, there's always outliers, you know, there's always exceptions, but for most it's just not like that. And for most, you're going to lose money when you first get started, and you need to be expecting that. You need to have realistic expectations. You know, for most, you're probably going to lose, and that's okay, because you know once you actually learn how to do it successfully, that'll be a skill you'll have for the rest of your life, and you'll always be able to trade. But having that realistic expectation when you first get started is ridiculously important. Most traders fail. And most traders end up in that 90% that lose because they jump in with unrealistic expectations. Maybe they save up a few $1,000s, they deposit it into a conventional broker. You know, they get told and promised the world from their educator, their guru, or their mentor, and they get promised the world. They lose their initial investment, even though that's what they should have been expecting, and then they give it up and they say, trading's rigged, I quit. And then that's when they're in the 90%. They never trade again. They think trading's impossible, and that's just kind of how it goes, you know.
All right.
And
Big important part in the SPY here.
that's part of the unrealistic expectation that new traders have. And Mitch and I, we just try to be honest, regardless of whether we win or lose. We're just showing people what it's actually like, you know.
Yep. There's plenty of traders that wouldn't want to show you their position because they expect you to capitalize on them.
Mm-hmm.
And so we choose to trade with tests that doesn't really affect us if someone else knows our position. Really,
Right.
it's not gonna make the trade change as much as some traders will think.
Right. Yeah, I
We see
mean,
support break here in the SPY. We should see a good rejection from multiple stocks.
yeah, it looks good there. But no, I think most gurus, mentors, whatever you want to call it. There we go. There's my squeeze up. Most of them are just going to be hiding everything from you, you know. And they do it for a reason. They do it because it's going to hurt their brand if they show you how it really is, you know. It's going to hurt their brand, unfortunately. And so most of the people are just going to hide everything.
Though the truth is, you don't want to see the kicking and screaming that happens before they post up the videos.
Right. Well, it mostly what it comes down to is, I think it's mostly losses that people just aren't showing. You know.
Yeah. I mean, no one likes to look stupid.
Right.
And when you trade, I guarantee you
You're
will
gonna
look
look stupid.
stupid.
Oh, for sure. You at one point or another, you're gonna look stupid, and that's okay.
Yeah,
You know the
I
problem is
guarantee.
right. You're definitely gonna look stupid, and that's okay. You know the problem lies though is that most people don't want to show that. You know, most people are like, here's the problem is that people are selling courses and educational advice, but even even somebody that has years and years of experience, if you trade live in front of people every day, you're gonna look stupid eventually. Even if you're the best trader in the world, you're gonna look dumb. And that's okay. Um, you know, Here I'm gonna take just to show you guys. I am in this little trade. I'm just letting it be a little paper trade. I'm gonna take half off here and just let my little 50 shares work of this last little bit on MAT. But got in with a nice VWAP bounce. Want to give it some time, and so I'm just gonna take a little bit of sizing, and just let it keep working here. I love AMD, man. AMD's my baby daily. If you want to see how to trade AMD, go watch my old videos. That's kind of my favorite stock. That's like my favorite stock to trade. What works really well on AMD is VWAP fades and bounces. VWAP fades and bounces on AMD work exceptionally well. And that's kind of what I attack. Today is a really choppy day for it, and so it's probably not the best day to trade it, in all honesty. But like yesterday, if you look at my trading, that's what I made my money on, was AMD. The day before, I think so as well. All right. Up to 80s for MAT, up to 80s.
See the momentum in the spot.
Yeah, it's right around the lows here, but
yeah, that's the real key.
I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get out of the rest here on Mattel. Let this little be a scalp here, just so you can see.
All right, guys, right back to full size.
All right, I just got out the last little bit, up around $45 on the day, so I'll take that.
See what happens with the SPY here. Don't want to see a huge spike above 60. Here you go, 49s. Let's see if it makes a move here. Let's see it hold those 63s at last high.
I appreciate it, Jeremy. Or Jeremiah. Yeah, man, AMD, or not AMD, MAT, it's just, one thing I always look for is VWAP bounces, and I think VWAP bounces follow through a little bit worse than fades, I think. I've kind of gotten used to trading bounces now, though. And you know me, I usually just stuck to fades, but bounces are one of my favorite strategies as well. And so I think bounces follow through a little bit worse. I think they don't typically get to my natural reward target as easy as fades do. But I think if you use them kind of like a scalping trade, then they work exceptionally well. And that's kind of what I did with Mattel. I just used it as a quick scalp. Like I said, a lot of time we're not going to get to my reward target. We might actually get up to 88 or 90, which was my initial reward target. But like I said, for just a quick scalping trade, they work really well. Taking a few hundred shares, jumping in, holding it up for 5 to 10 cents, and then just immediately selling. So scalping plays work really well with bounces, with specifically VWAP bounces. And so yeah, I just got in a little quick one. I'll take it.
And looking at LK here for a long. QCOM just squeezed on me. I'm out. The SPY didn't break down there.
Yeah,
Couldn't
it's
give it up.
bouncing.
That's
Yeah,
what
you just
happens
gotta
when you're late.
yeah, you just gotta be careful with the tech stocks right now. I think AMD and the SPY are pretty choppy, all things considered. I think like you get
It's
some
just
days.
cracked it.
Well, you get some days where it just kind of one thing the way you can kind of tell if some of these are choppy is that you can look at kind of the VWAP and see if they cross over and under the VWAP. Like when you get AMD doing this, I know it's choppy, where it's up, back under the VWAP, over the VWAP, under the VWAP. Whenever you get it crossing over and under the VWAP this much, it usually means it's maintaining more of a neutral trend because the closer it is to the VWAP, the more neutral it is. The farther away it is from the VWAP, so like the more extended above or below the VWAP, the less neutral it is. If it's extended below the VWAP, it's bearish. If it's extended above the VWAP, it's bullish. And so when we get crosses over and under the VWAP like this, it just signifies a neutral trend because it's not really extended in any one way over or under it. And so that's what we get with the SPY too. Like the SPY is super choppy as well. Um, we got let's see what else we get. What did Cron CRON? Nice, Bill. Hey, man, I'm happy it worked for you, man. Happy it worked. It was a nice little bounce. Like I said, I tend to prefer. I'm kind of finding my own style with VWAP bounces. Usually, I used to just trade fades, but my style with VWAP bounces specifically, like I said, it's just a quick scalping bounce. I'm not trying to hold it for an extended period of time. I'm just trying to jump in for a quick bounce play on some of these, and that did work for Mattel. So I'm glad to see. I'm happy to see it saved you from a red day, Bill. Nice work, brother. But yeah, this is my 14th green day. I miscalculated how many green days I've had in a row, but today is my 14th. So
Yep. Missed again. So you can see the orders just sitting here, and you can see why I'm not gonna make money today. Oh Lord.
don't stress it.
Oh well, okay, just broke out there, guys. I completely missed it again. Orders sitting out there for 95s and 92s. No fill there. Now up there to 1815. Good breakout, good volume. And I'm definitely done for the day. Just trading like crap today.
Hang in there, brother. Yo, tomorrow's always a new day, and you've been killing it lately, man.
That's just how it goes. Hesitate, you'll more than likely lose money.
Yep, it happens.
Not in the zone today at all. Even this trade itself would have already got us in the green. Would have been a green day. Too much hesitation.
Yeah, don't stress it. Always a new day tomorrow, brother. But that's like your first. This is your first red day. If you end the day red this week, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, man. So you're on. You're doing fine.
Yeah. Just overall, not too happy with the day. Got to be smarter. Got to take the trades that are there. Called out about 4 trades 5 trades. 2 of them red, 3 of them green, 2 of them traded, 2 of them red. That's just how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles today.
Yeah, man. I think today's choppy.
Yeah. I Now the spy cracked although.
Yeah, there goes the spot washing out some. So we might get some flushes here. And like I said, this is kind of what I was thinking with MAT. I didn't want to hold it through here because one, it has some resistance right there. But number two, bounces, at least in my experience, bounces don't tend to follow through as well as fades do. With fades, a lot of times we'll get a really nice flush. With bounces, a lot of times we'll get some type of move. We'll get a quick bounce, but it won't necessarily follow through as well as I would want it to. And so I've been scalping these bounce moves like Mattel, MAT, and that's been serving me well.
Huge breakout there in LK. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the day, guys.
Don't stress it, brother.
255. Gonna go ahead and get out of here before I do the FOMO move in LK.
Yeah, man, don't stress it. Tomorrow's a new day, brother.
All right, guys. You guys take it easy. Keep trading. Keep working hard. Learn from our mistakes. Learn from our gains.
Later, brother.
Take it easy.
All right. Yeah, probably just about finished for the day as well, guys. If you want to use the same broker and platform that Mitch and I use, go check out TradeNet. Some benefits of TradeNet include 14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's really nowhere else in the trading world where you can get 14,000 in buying power with no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. You can short anything that's actually tradable, and you also get a trading course and access to their trading chat room. If you go through my link, it's $3.99. It's ridiculously cheap. And I think, like I said, I think most traders are going to lose their account with TradeNet as well. I think most new traders are just going to lose their account. But it's much, much cheaper to go the TradeNet route than it is to deposit thousands into a conventional broker because most of the time, let's be honest, most new traders are going to lose that as well. And so if you're interested in checking them out, I actually have a breakdown walkthrough video where I break down their pros and cons, and I really do break down the pros and cons of using TradeNet because for some traders it's not going to be the best platform depending on their style. And so if you want to see the walkthrough video of TradeNet where I break down their pros and cons, I'll post that link here as well. Also, go check out the rest of our website. We've got a lot of great free content on our website. We have a free day trading course and chat room. We've got a lot of cool stuff, and so go check out that link. So go check out that link if you want to go check out our website. Like I said, we got a lot of other cool free info on our website. We've got breakdowns, we got walkthrough videos, broker reviews, we have strategy reviews, we have free trading courses and classes. And so go check those out. I'll probably be done for the day as well, guys. Like I said, today was my 14th green day in a row. Like I said, I'm definitely proud of myself going 14 days all green like this. My account's in the profits. My account's definitely in the profits. And we're getting pretty close to the level where I'm going to withdraw some of these funds. And I'll make a video about that as well. But I'm getting close to actually being able to withdraw funds from TEFs. Been in the green. And yeah, like I said, this is my 14th green day in a row. Been really attacking fades and bounces lately. And so yeah, we'll see what the rest of this week is like. We'll see if I can finish the week out totally green. No losing days in my account so far this week. No losing days so far this week in my trading account. And so we'll see if we can have a perfect week all green. Got to scale up a little bit more in sizing. I think I do need to use a little bit larger sizing. But yeah, we still got some options here. So we'll see what we get. Good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Go join our public Discord channel. You know, Mitch and I, we're trying to give everybody everything for free. And so if you want to join our free day trading chat room, If you want to join our chat room, I'll post this link here as well. Go check out that Discord link I just posted in the chat if you want to join our public Discord channel. If you want to check out Trade Ideas, which is the scanners that Mitch and I are using, I'll post that link here as well. And yeah, that'll be it for the day, guys. Oh yeah, like I said, if you want to, here's the scanner link. There's the Trade Ideas scanner link. But also, go check out the TradeNet Challenge, guys. So the TradeNet Challenge, it's completely free to enter. And there's nothing to really lose from it. You know, with the TradeNet Challenge, you get access. They give you a free demo account for 5 trading days. You get a free demo account for 5 trading days. And if you can make $500 in net profit within 5 trading days, while following their rules, you win a free intro package on TradeNet. A $400 or $500 value, you win a free intro package on TradeNet if you can make $500 in net profits on the demo account. At the very least, you're at least going to get a free paper account to trade with. You're at least going to get a free demo paper account to trade with. And so you really don't have anything to lose. And like I said, it's worth a shot. You might potentially win a free intro package. And so if you want to check out the TradeNet Challenge, and if you want to enter the TradeNet Challenge, like I said, it's completely free to enter. I'll post that link here as well. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Great way to help support the channel, guys. Go check out the links. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. 2 small green trades, 2 small profitable trades. Like I said, haven't had any losing days this week. And so yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good luck in the markets, guys. And I'll try to have at least one video out today. So good luck. We'll see you all a little bit later. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys.